Hello and welcome back to Pentiment. Last time we spent a long time in the library getting information which may or may not be useful, but really probably isn't worth the time that we spent getting it. What we're going to do this time is we're going to eat, because apparently we missed like 3 different opportunities to go out and talk to people, and we're going to eat with the Baron's widow, Lady Salomia. We'll see how this goes. Ah, Master Maler, would you care to share dinner at my table? I would like to talk to you about my late husband. My Lady Rothvogel, I would be honored to break bread with you. Thank you. Please sit. Bless us, O Lord, in these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. Amen. Well, this won't be awkward. I find myself rather out of place here without the comfort of the Baron. Uh-huh. Thank you for agreeing to share a meal with me, Master Maler. Of course, the honor is mine. Do we try and flirt with the Baron's widow? Well, that seems like an awkward thing to do. But of course, you are welcome to any comfort you may find in me in this difficult time. I find ample enough comfort in my ladies, thank you. Quail? Emmental cheese and wheat bread? What else have we got here? Is that it? Frumenty? Okay, let's eat the cheese and bread first. Not that there is much comfort to be found in these cold and dreary alpine towns. Lorenz and I had meant to take a tour of them before returning home to Worms, but... well, return we shall. I'm sorry for your loss, my lady. This sorrow is just the first of many, I'm afraid. Are you married yourself, Master Maler? Not yet. There's so much of the world I've yet to see, if you take my meaning. Perhaps it's no surprise you and Lorenz became fast friends. Ooh, that's got a little bit of an edge to it. I imagine he saw something of himself in you. Oh my. He even gave you one of his pins. He must have been quite fond of you. Let's see how we're going to go here. Instead of doing yet another hedonist one, let's go for something a little bit better. Rarely have I met someone with such a depth of knowledge and a thirst for debate. His thirsts were not limited to his scholarly pursuits, regrettably. His lusts for drink and women once afflicted him with great remorse, though such shame faded with time. Lorenz was a flawed man. His various infidelities were no secret to me, but are we not all flawed before Christ? That's interesting. So she's saying, are we not all flawed? Implying that she's got some flaw that perhaps Lorenz was willing to overlook, the same as he had a flaw that she was willing to overlook? Well, obviously the quail next. It's on top of the other thing. We're just eating like one leg of that quail? Okay, I guess. I loved him as a wife should properly love her husband, but I would not say we were friends. I hope his appetites were not what led him to this end. I've been searching for the answer to that quandary myself. Were you and Lorenz so close that you would trouble yourself so? You know what? Let's say it like this. I merely wish to see justice served, my lady. And we'll tell her the whole story. Why not? She deserves to know. My mentor, Brother Piero, was found with the Baron's body, but I do not believe he killed your husband. If not him, then who? There are many possibilities both here at the Abbey and in town. Your husband managed to cultivate many enemies in a short time here. That does sound like Lorenz. He was a man of many options, and he gave them freely to all who would listen, and some who would not. The previous abbot, Father Matthias, seemed to appreciate that about him. This new abbot is perhaps more conservative. Father Matthias was an open-minded man, from all I've heard, a true scholar. Father Gurtnot does not share Matthias's passion for the written word, yet endures the expense of it. To be put in such a position would make any man unhappy, I understand. I wonder what he will make of Lorenz's gift to the Abbey. Wait for her to continue. He had found a book about the history of Tassing. He believed it contained some scandalous details. I reckon, I had this thought pop into my head, it's probably obvious, but I reckon that this book was talking about the pagan ritual that originally was in the town, which they brought up as a Christian tale of the saint who's around here. I've forgotten the saint's name, but I think that probably lines up, and the book is like, no, actually it's much older than that, and that's probably something the church doesn't want getting out. He said it corroborated fears Father Matthias had expressed, but he didn't share the particulars with me. You have a sense of what the scandals involved? Beyond the broad basket of Tassing's history, I cannot say. My understanding is that this community is quite old. See, that's lining up with what I'm thinking. I'm sorry I can't be of more help. I have some education, but I lack my husband's thirst for knowledge. If you find a book, hopefully its significance will be apparent. We'll nod solemnly. She doesn't seem like an if God wills it kind of person. Do you plan to stay in Tassing long? Only so long as it takes the Archdeacon to investigate my husband's murder. That seems fair. Though the circumstances of my time here are dire, I'm in no hurry to return. Why is that, if I may ask? I shouldn't. I see a glimmer now of what Lorenz saw in you. You are a disarming man, Master Maler, and much too easy to talk to. Oh, this isn't a choice, this is just, it's here. You're not the first one to tell me so. That does not surprise me. To be frank, wait, you're Frank? Who's Frank? Anyway, sorry, bad joke. I do not know what will become of me when I return to Worms. My title and residence may be in jeopardy. Lorenz and I have a son, but he is young yet, and I don't know many of the legalities, only that my position is at some risk. Is this a chance for our lawyer brain to come into focus? Would you like me to elucidate them for you? I studied imperial law at Erfurt. Thank you, but no. I fear it will only heighten my unease. I don't get to finish lunch? Oh. I'm sorry to cut our conversation short, but I fear I must rest. Thank you for having me at your table. Be well, Master Maler. And whatever anyone says of my husband, I'm certain he appreciated your friendship. Well, it seemed to go well. We're now in work phase, but we're not working. Also, only 1 day remains. I can't help but feel, time to get back to work? I don't think so. Yeah, I feel a little bit odd that we've got 1 day remaining. I'm assuming that you must be able to continue your investigation after the Archdeacon is here. Either that or this game is incredibly short. One or the other. Either that or us going to the library skipped like so many hours. If it does turn out to be that short and we have no answer, then potentially we will, play it again. You know, skip through all the bits at the start and then get back to it. I think there's a way to actually, somebody was showing me a way to reload older saves. So although it's this game only works on autosaves, you can reload old autosaves. So in theory, we could reload the autosave right after the murder was found and then see whether we can get a different answer. Anyway, are we allowed to talk to people here? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think we're good to talk to people. What's this investigation here? This must be... I don't know. Oh, that might be Lucky. God be with you, Andreas. No, I don't want to go here, actually. I want to go to the town commons. I want to see Otto. I think Otto's our next big thing. Although it does tell us if time's going to move on, doesn't it? So let's investigate, see whether we can investigate, and then see what happens. So is this investigate? No. Actually, investigate is this way. Central Town? Am I on the wrong road? This might be okay. Yeah, we needed to speak to Lucky. Hello, Andreas. Something you need? How are you doing, Lucky? We don't talk much. Andreas, I have things to do. Father Thomas needs me to help out at the church. After that, I'm going fishing with old Otto. Get the pictures. There we go. So if you don't need me to repair a wall or a fallen chimney, then leave me be. And see you're busy, so I'll keep it brief. I'd hope to ask you a few questions about Baron Rothvogel. No. Why not? I don't want to. You're a grown man. That should be reason enough for you. I saw you shouting at the Baron when he arrived in Tassing. What was that about? Get it through your pebble-stuffed head. I'm not talking about Rothvogel. A man is dead, Lucky, and another's life hangs in the balance. Christ compels us to speak honestly, neighbour to neighbour. Ah, God damn it, Andreas. I told you to leave me be. Christ has nothing to do with it. Did you kill him, Lucky? Is that why you won't talk about him? Oh, wait. Lucky already told me he didn't want to talk about Lorenz. It's clear they argued over something important or Lucky wouldn't be so hostile. Yes, I was also told about this, where we can click on the thought bubbles to get like a little thing extra bit. Lucky is known to be an honest man. Maybe I can push him just a little bit more. Though I don't suppose he'll take kindly to my suggesting he's a murderer. Okay. Also, it looks like after you do that, it appears up the top. Or maybe that's always up there. I should have a look next time. I haven't noticed it before, though. We're going to press him. Did you kill him, Lucky? Is that why you won't talk about him? I have nothing more to say to you. Don't bother me again. Ah. He's not being forthright with me, and he seems eager to get away. If I wait here, maybe he'll leave and I can observe his actions. But should I do it now? It'll probably take a while. Absolutely not. I'll observe Lucky later. Okay. So now we can start getting some more clues into our list. I think this is what we should have done before we did the library. Although we couldn't do it at that point because it was too late in the day. But you get what I'm meaning. Like, we should have done this as early as possible so we can get all the clues available. So then we can question everybody about the clues. Werner? Nope. I was hoping to ask him about the autopsy. But nope. Alright, let's head into the Alban Bakery. Hello? Nothing? Maybe they just have nothing to say if you don't have investigate over their head? Wait, was that in the investigate, by the way? I don't know. I don't think that was the investigate, actually. Or maybe it was. Right, let's head this way. Town Commons. So we know Otto's what we want to do. Let's check in here. Nothing going on. Okay. Nothing here. Right, we know that's what we want to do. Oh, we could check in with old Otto. If that's an option. He might be around here. Nope. Okay, that's fine. Let's go to Ottilia's house. We might be able to talk to her. And it probably won't use time. Right, let's see who's willing to talk here. How about you, Cat? Hello, Master Maler. I'm sorry to cause you trouble, but have you seen Martin recently? Oh, I was also hoping to find him, but I guess we're not going to be able to. Interesting. He wasn't feeling well, so I let him sleep until prime. Monastic hour during the first hour of daylight, one of the little hours of prayer. But when I came to check on him, he was gone. We'll be honest. Oh, wait. Did see Martin running through the meadow, but this is a delicate situation. I'm not sure how I should handle it. I didn't get a chance to speak with him, and I don't know what he was up to. The boy's clearly trouble. Yeah, let's go for the first one. It could be entirely innocent, but if I tell Kat that I saw him fleeing the Abbey, she might think I think her son killed Lorenz. That could cause her undue stress. And even if it was Martin who killed Lorenz, I don't know where he's gone now anyway. He doesn't strike me as the murdering type. Still, Cat deserves my honesty? Yeah, and then that appears up there. Let's be honest, I saw him Thursday morning. He ran through the meadow while I was on my way to the Abbey at prime. But he said he was sick. What was he doing in the meadow? He hardly ever goes out there. It always makes him sneeze. I don't know, I'm sorry. I think this is where we lie. We'd say where we saw him, but we don't say anything more. Lord have mercy. I hope he hasn't done anything rash. He has a history of making poor decisions. How do you mean? Oh. He steals things. Oh. Alright, not a new secret. Bread from the Albans, eggs from Johann's and Peter's farms. A pilgrim satchel once on the road to the Abbey. It is my great shame. I have failed him as a mother. I'm sorry, this is not your trouble. Thank you for speaking to me. Was there something else? I don't want to impose, but if it wouldn't be too much trouble, please let me know if you see Martin. I'm so worried for him. Of course, Cat. Thank you, Master Maler. Be well. Okay, so that seemed to be pretty good. We can tell her if we see Martin. That doesn't seem like an issue. I would wish you a good day, Andreas, but I fear that would be a lie. Has something happened? Martin's gone missing. Cat is beside herself. But not you? I'm very worried for him, but this is not the first time he's run off. He said he wasn't feeling well this morning, and I just knew he had another scheme planned. I'm sure his mother knows where he is. He speaks more to her than he does to me, even though I am his wife. I'm sorry, they've always been close. They've had to endure well. Maybe France could tell me more. Oh, I don't, well, do what you feel you must. France is a difficult man and very hard on Martin. It's made him difficult too. So difficult that he could commit a murder? Ooh. No, there's a storm cloud over Martin, but it rains only on him. He would never hurt someone. I can't imagine it. What are you talking about? It's nothing. An idle question. I'm sorry to have disturbed you. I should probably get back to my chores. France will be angry if he sees me shirking. We're talking to an unmarried man. Until later, then. Be well, Andreas. Be well, Brigitte. Interesting. Hello, France. Hey, Maler, you seen my son? Not today is not a lie. Has something happened to Martin? Nothing a good box round the ears wouldn't fix. If you see him, will you tell his mother? She's driving me crazy about it. What's got her worried? There ain't a thing in this world that doesn't worry my wife. Martin's no exception. The boy's always running off, always comes home too. Doesn't stop her getting hysterical about it. I'll let Cat know if I run into him. Good. Until later, Maler. Until then. You know, it's going to sound crazy. That was not the worst way that conversation could have gone. At least in my eyes. Like, that's kind of like we said we'll do a favor for him. We're cultivating potential friends. Right. Hello. Well, if it isn't the late Baron's new best friend. Ah, yeah, we are wearing the pin, aren't we? Yeah. Nice to see you too, Ottilia. Pa, sarcasm, how original. What do you want? You must be bothering me for something. I wanted to ask you some questions about Lorenz Rothvogel's murder. Let's be honest. She doesn't like us beating around the bush. Not the first time Ta answered my call. Perchta's the pagan god, right? Yes. Okay. You want to know what I think? I'm glad he's dead. I hope whoever killed him gets the abbot next. Maybe burns that entire abbey to the ground. And that's all I have to say about it. Yeah, this isn't going to work on her. The life of an innocent man, because we're saying it's one of the brothers. She does not like the abbey. What did the Baron do to earn your ire? What did I just tell you, boy? I don't have anything else to say on the matter. Oh, never mind. The life of an innocent man is at stake, one of the elderly brothers. Couldn't you spare me a few minutes? You think I care about what happens to some old monk? Pah, idiot. Kill them all, see if I care. Every agent of the church should die. What's the anger coming from? Is it something I can help with? No. Well, maybe. I don't suppose those skinny arms of yours can hold more than a paintbrush. I'm not so strong as Otto, but I can lift things and reach high places if that's what you need. Not often someone offers to help out old Attilia. Fine, you do some things for me, maybe it'll jog my memory. But it's going to take a while. Lots of things have been building up, and I'm too old to do it. You got some place to be? I'll come back later. Sure you will, that's what they always say. Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Okay, well, like... busy. What's this? This must be Rannick's cane? Late husband of Attilia. Why did we just steal his cane? It's strong, sturdy, and here the head is broken off. The break looks recent. Could Attilia have used this cane to kill Lorenz? Attilia, your husband's cane is broken. Do you remember how that happened? How should I know? Everything in here is broken and falling apart. The head broke off at some point. I don't remember how. Remain silent. Ha! So we may have just found a murder weapon. I don't think she's the murderer, but we found a murder weapon. Potentially. That's something to think about. Okay. But it could be somebody who knew that she might be suspected. Hello, Veronica. Hello, Andreas. We know Martin's not behaving himself because he's not here. Let's see what she says. How's it going? I trust Martin's behaving himself. Ah, I wish he's run off again. Curious timing too. Just when he was needed to help fix a leak and repair the fence, then there's the wool. What wool? The ewes are going to lamb soon. Mom made me shear them all last week, and now that wool's all washed, so we'll have to spin it. Lord, it's going to take forever. Surely you're not doing it all by yourself. Lord, no, that would take me forever. All the women in town pitch in. Thank God, too, the work goes quickly with everyone working together. Until the men show up, anyway. We are quite distracting. I shouldn't complain, it's not so bad. At least after they leave me alone. Mostly it's Otto coming to visit Eva, or Peter and Big Jorg to speak with Clara. Just get all the pictures. Here's everybody. If men are welcome, can I come? So long as you don't mind standing around outside. My dad will be there to make sure no one gets up to any mischief, too. You don't seem the mischief-making type, Veronica. The curse of the eldest daughter, all eyes are on me. Just so you know, Mom will persuade you to help. She can't bear to see an idle hand. I'll think about it. As you like, I think my mom would be glad to see you socializing, though. She always worries about the young men's happiness, slightly more than she worries about mine. We meet at my family's home. Come by in the morning or afternoon. Well, I should get back to my work. Have a good day, Andreas. Thank you, Veronica. Take care. Okay, so we just got the ability to go to the bee. Hello, Hetty. I better see that skinny bottom of yours at the bee, Andreas. Okay. Hey, Johan. Andreas, I was just wondering when you turn up. The gaggle said you'd come to watch them spin. Between you and me, Hetty's not about to let you go once she's got you in her claws. So I hope you got a few hours to hunker down and get comfortable. Out of time right now. Just now, maybe another day. I'm not about to twist your arm, young Master Maler. Be sure to come round before Sunday. What day of the week is it? It is Nonce. What day is Nonce? Wait, no, this is a time. I don't know what day of the week it is. It can't be Sunday because there's not mass. That's right? My lack of a church education failing me. Hello, ill Peter. Okay. Hello? Andreas? Hey, Andreas. Okay, in here. Hello. Hope we see you at the spinning bee. Hi, everybody knows that we're going to the spinning bee? What? Okay, sure, I guess. Okay, do you think I'm allowed back in the Abbey? I think there's a chance I'm allowed back in the Abbey now. Yeah. Let's also speak to Klaus while we're here. Oh, nothing. Okay. Nothing here. Let's go up to the mill as well. Let's make sure we go everywhere. Hello. Yeah, nothing really going on. Lenhart? Nope. Okay. Roman ruins. Might as well have a little check. You know what we should also do? We should go and check in the forest. Now that we know we can go around. Right. Yes. Let's head out here. Let's go to the forest. Now, you know, just to fully complete our little circle around town. Hello. Yeah, forest. We'll go and check in with the camp. Hello. You need something, Master Maler? No, but thank you. Hello. Nope. Okay. Let's wander over this way. The Shrine of Saint Satya. This is one that lets us look at it, right? Yeah, okay, nothing there. That's fine. That's okay, we'll leave that. Then head to the waterfall. Ah, there we go. Yeah, nothing in there. Hey, old Otto. That's the waterfall. And then the old salt mine. Might as well check everywhere that we can check. Okay, nothing here. That's fine. Okay. And then I want to check the Abbey before we go and do anything else. I wonder if we can just go to work. I should actually be able to check on the map, right? No, it doesn't look like going to work is an option. Going to the cemetery to investigate is an option, but yeah, that's going to see Otto, effectively. Okay. Lower Abbey. We also need to go speak to Sister Matilda. Yes, that's our other thing that we need to do. Heading here. The convent garden. Hello. Gertrude. This is Matilda? Yeah. God bless you, Master Maler. I ask you some questions, Sister Matilda. You know Mother Cecilia doesn't like us talking to men unless it's truly necessary. This concerns the murder of the Baron. Yes, it's tragic, but what does it have to do with me? Why did you have to leave Kiersau to go to a hermitage? Baron Rothvogel had an appetite for young women. Neither his marital vows nor the vows of the women seemed to matter much to him. When I was on my way to town one day, he surprised me in the meadow and made his interest clear. We'll let her continue. I refused his advances. I thought that would be the end of it. This was not enough. Because he did the same thing the next day, I refused him again. Let her continue. I thought if I was patient, the problem would leave with him. I never thought the Baron was capable of doing what he did. Oh no. On the third day, he attacked me on my way through the meadow. He dragged me into the forest where he could have his way with me. I managed to badly scratch his neck. It saved my virtue, but it enraged him. He beat me until he was exhausted and left me there in the woods. It's a miracle you weren't killed. Yes, and I thank God for it. Mother Cecilia had me removed from Kiersau for my safety until I could recover. The wounds to my body have healed, but the attack has left a lasting injury in my mind. I have to say, this sounds like a strong motive to kill the Baron. I was angry, but I was filled with hate, yes, but it's been years. Mother Cecilia and Father Thomas helped me move past the anger to find love in this community. Father Thomas? Yes, Father Thomas is our confessor. We can talk to Mother Cecilia about our problems, but only a priest can hear our confessions. Sister Matilda, did you receive a strange note recently? Yes, how did you know? Baron Rothvogel received one. What did it say? Here, look for yourself. Remember what he did, the violence you suffered, the red bird flies, Matans. Chapter. Rothvogel, the red bird. I found it in my bed in the nun's dormitory. You can keep it if you'd like. In your bed? Who could have put it there? Only people allowed beyond the garden are the sisters. I can't imagine any of them making this. Mother Cecilia and Sister Illuminata have beautiful handwriting, but both of them have been so kind to me. Thank you for your time, sister. God bless you, Master Maler. Okay, so we now know about the Baron's assault, and we also know about another note. Okay, so somebody's leaving these notes around. Master Maler? Yes, it's me, sister. Do you think Brother Piero really murdered the Baron? No, of course not. Oh, then why did Father Abbot have him put in the cellar? Father Abbot is afraid of what will happen if we can't find out who the killer really is. Do you think the devil could appear here at Kiersau? I suppose. Yes, I suppose. Why? I didn't see the devil, but I think I smelled his odor. Ooh. The night before the Baron was killed, I woke before Matan and smelled something in our dormitory. It's strange. Moss and sulfur mixed with frankincense and roses. Okay, so whoever left the note, moss and sulfur, frankincense and roses. It moved through the room. I wanted to scream, but I was too frightened, and then it was gone. I'm ashamed that I didn't cry out, but I didn't know what to do. Did any of the other sisters smell it? I don't know, but I think they were all asleep. Thank you, Sister Margaret. God bless you, Master Maler. That didn't update. So, moss, frankincense? Okay. Interesting. So that's got to be a clue. We don't know what it is yet, though. This shovel has blood on the blade. Not normal. I think Sister Matilda uses it in the garden. I should ask her about it. Yeah, that's a good question, Matilda. Why's the shovel got blood on it? Oh, bless you, Master Maler. Let me ask you some questions, Sister Matilda. You know Mother Cecilia... Yeah, whatever. I want to ask you about your shovel. Garden shovel? I wouldn't say it's mine. It belongs to the Abbey. I just use it more than the other sisters. There's blood on it. I recently used it to kill baby rabbits in the garden. The other sisters are too squeamish to do it. Oh, okay then. I didn't clean it because it was going right back in the dirt anyway, but why bring up the shovel? Oh, I understand. No, I didn't use it to kill the Baron. A man is not a rabbit. Thank you for your time, sister. God bless you, Master Maler. But interestingly, not squeamish. Okay. Interesting. So, maybe she used it to kill rabbits. But if she's not feeling squeamish about killing rabbits, maybe she's not feeling squeamish about killing Baron Rothvogel, who I'm very quickly deciding not to call our friend, and to distance ourselves as firmly as possible from him. Hello. Although we're still wearing the pin, I guess. God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Mother Cecilia. Is there something I can help you with? I need to talk to you about Sister Matilda. Matilda told me. Of course. What happened to Sister Matilda was tragic. Lorenz the Baron tried to seduce Sister Matilda. She rebuked him several times. So one morning he attacked her in the meadow on her way to town. He dragged her into the woods. Sister Matilda is a strong woman, but her resistance was met with violence. When pilgrims to the shrine found her, she had been beaten so badly she could barely move. I'm assuming the Baron didn't suffer any consequences for this attack. No, I knew he wouldn't. I also knew that bringing the attack to the attention of Father Matthias would put him in an impossible position. The Baron would suffer no consequences, but the abbot would have refused his continued patronage. I concealed the assailant's identity from Father Abbot and had Sister Matilda taken to a hermitage near Mittenwald. She stayed there under the care of the sisters until she recovered and could return. Okay. How did Sister Matilda feel about seeing the Baron again at Kiersau? Andreas, if you want me to tell you that I think Sister Matilda killed the Baron, I won't. Seeing him was hard for her, of course. She defended her virtue from the Baron, but her injuries were severe. Her body recovered in time. Her mind? I don't know if it ever will. She still fights him in her dreams. She wakes in the night screaming, soaked in her own sweat. So it affected her, yes. It still affects her. That doesn't mean she wanted to kill the Baron. It certainly doesn't mean she actually did. Sister Matilda is a faithful servant and friend of Christ. I believe that truly, Andreas. She is respected and beloved by this community for good reason. Very well, thank you, Mother Cecilia. Andreas, if you want to thank me, do not mention Sister Matilda to the Archdeacon. I do not believe she could have done this. Of course. God bless you, Andreas. I mean, here's the thing. We can say, of course, and then just be like, alright, I'm out. And then, like, we can obviously just tell the Archdeacon anyway. So we've discovered some more information. Yeah, I need to decide what to do with this information. I think for now, nothing. We have motive, but we don't have opportunity. Right? That's the thing that we're missing. Like, how could she have killed him? Like, she would have had to have been in there. Now, could she have been in there? Maybe. But did she actually do it? I don't know. What's it? Motive, method, and opportunity? We know the method, because the method was a blunt object, although we don't actually know the murder weapon. So I guess we're still missing method. Motive we have, and then opportunity we're also missing. So we need to get that for anyone, basically. Right. Like, for instance, you could apply it to Piero. He had opportunity, because he was obviously there, but did he have motive? Like, you know, did he have the method? Neither of which we can prove currently. Hello. Well, they seem happy for me to be here. Let's go to the tower, see if anyone's hanging up here. Okay, no. Okay, that's fine. No murder weapons in the tower, for instance. Hello, Matthew. Okay, so I'm allowed to, like, wander around again. That's cool. That's what I like to see. Dormitory. I suppose there's no reason not to search the dormitories while we're here. Nothing new, though. We are, of course, assuming that a monk didn't kill him. But a monk quite easily could have. Sebhat, how are you feeling? Andreas, I'm sorry about what is happening to Brother Piero. I do not know him well, but I find it hard to believe he could have killed the Baron. Do you have any idea who might have done it? Did you see anything? Sadly, no. Most mornings I spend my time reading in the courtyard, but rain made that impossible. Although the brothers are friendly, I do not know them well enough to speculate. I am sorry. I know it might be far from your mind, but have you considered my offer to eat with you and the townspeople? The gospel says that man cannot live on bread alone, but from time to time a little bread is required. I need to continue looking into the Baron's murder, perhaps later. Of course, I understand. God give you health. Until later. Well, you know, that's fair enough. He doesn't know anything. We don't really have a lot of info from that one. Hello, Folkberg? Or Folkbert? Good day, Andreas. Do you need something? Father Abbot said I should help you if you needed it, so here I am. Really? There's a matter I need your help with. I suspect there's something hidden in Gerhard's grave. Do you think you could dig her up for me? Did you ask Father Gernot? I want to help, but I don't think I should unless he says it's alright. Alright, I'll go talk to the abbot. Fine, that's good. Be well, Andreas. Alright, I'm not going to talk to the abbot about this. Like, that sounds like the worst thing I could do. Hey, what's up, Florian? Okay, cool. Nice chatting to you. Right, where else have we got? We got the chapter house. This is where the murder happened. Blood. The blood stain is awful. It must have been left by the Baron before he died, but how? So, was he standing here looking at this? So, like, he stands here, looks at this, somebody comes behind him and goes, whop, whack. He then walks over here, he pulls out his knife, and then he tries to turn and attack, and then he gets whacked again. And then, you know, That's where he dies. Okay. Well, didn't really give us very much, but we've now seen what we could do. Hey, Gernot. Andreas, I trust you're abiding by my command to leave Piero and the rest of the monastics in peace. Brother Gernot is in a difficult position. He hasn't been the abbot long and he's young. The elder monks don't respect him. Friend of the Prince Bishop murdered under the roof of his abbey. It doesn't look good. I could lie and say I haven't investigated a single thing. If the abbot discovers my treachery, it will damage my reputation with him. I don't think the abbot would expel me, but the abbot could make my life very difficult for the rest of my time in Kiersau. I'm gonna lie. I've been abiding by your command, frustrating though it is. I do not appreciate your characterization of my reasonable request as frustrating. Nevertheless, I must admit I have not heard any complaints about your behavior, for which I am grateful. I know you and Brother Piero are close. You must trust that if Piero is innocent of this Baron's death, God will reveal as much to the Archdeacon. There is more at stake than you understand, Andreas. What is at stake here exactly? The Abbey cannot legally be held at fault for Baron Rothvogel's death. It doesn't matter if the Abbey is at fault. A nobleman died on its premise. There are a few extant double monasteries with working scriptoriums any longer. They're costly to operate, and the church does not approve of them. Baron Rothvogel was a friend of the Prince Bishop, and if the Prince Bishop were so inclined, he could order the abbey closed and our community disbanded. A community of which you are not a member, and so whose precarity you can't understand. I thought you were a clever man, Andreas. Your ignorance disappoints me. Ooh, ow, that hurts. I don't wish to disappoint you, Father Gernot, but neither do I wish for an innocent man to die based on circumstance alone. Which is why I've come to you for a request. And I guess we're asking him. Frennick is Gernot's assistant. Suggesting Frennick might have killed Lorenz might anger the abbot if the two are close. I could keep Frennick's name out of it entirely, but then my reasoning would sound rather vague. I'm not going to try and throw him under the bus. Definitely going to say this one. I've reason to believe that something is hidden in Brother Gerhard's grave and I'd like to dig it up. What does that have to do with the death of Baron Rothvogel? I suspect the weapon used to murder the Baron may be buried there. Baron Rothvogel was stabbed. We know the murder weapon used to kill him. Brother Piero was found holding it. The Baron's stab wound was self-inflicted. He was killed by a blow to the head. How do you know this? I recall telling you to stay off Abbey grounds after the body was discovered. Let's not throw Florian under the bus. Let's say this. It's evident to anyone who gives Baron Rothvogel's body more than a cursory examination. Are you suggesting I didn't give the murderer, Baron Rothvogel, my due attention? You seem to think I don't care who killed the Baron, or whether Piero was the one who did it. I do. But I have a role to play here, and I can't be seen to undermine the authority of the Archdeacon in stepping outside of it. You take me for a fool. I will not let you exhume Brother Gerhard's body on a hunch. Ooh, okay. What does it matter? He's nothing more than bones now. I'm sure he won't mind. So he failed because we had the orator background, gave us 3 ups towards it, convinced Gernot we left the abbey alone, did not argue with Lorenz at supper, but objected to Piero's assumed guilt is a lowered one. If we had got that, we would have persuaded him. Okay. He was a brother of this abbey and should be left in peace. Just as I would like to be. Leave now and do not pester me about this again. I didn't want to ask him about it in the first place. But that's okay. We're also going to check his house. while we're here. Which seems perfectly normal. You know, he's standing outside, we walk into his house, we have a look at his dog, and we leave. As a normal person would. Right. Let's go to the refectory. Just have a quick look around. I'm assuming there's going to be nothing new here. Like, these are all just, yeah. These are all just pieces of information that we already have. Right. Kitchen and cellar. Hello? I'm sorry, Andreas, I can't let you down there. Father Gernot doesn't want anyone talking to Brother Piero before the Archdeacon arrives. Just a few minutes? I really shouldn't. I need to talk to him. It's a fail, because we implored Gernot to reconsider holding Piero. So because we did that, they're not going to let me into anything. I'm sorry, I can't. Understand. I'm sorry. No, you're right, I'll leave it alone. God bless you, Andreas. See, he could have been good, because he's the first person who found the body, so we might have found out some information we didn't get. Lucas is just happy, you know, he's skinning his fish. He's just happy to go ahead and do that. Let's go this way, and head to the animal pens. Right. We'll have a quick look around here while we're just in the area. There's nothing here. Well, that's fine. We will leave. And we're going to head up to the cemetery. I wonder whether we could use the shovel that we picked up to dig it up. Probably not. And even if we did, we probably don't want to. Probably want someone else involved. Guy, let's have a chat. Nope. Okay. Phorenik. Are you around? Wait, did we read this note? Ooh. There are deep indentations on this parchment. Whoever wrote the page above must have been angry. Or above it must have been angry. Wonder if I can make a charcoal rubbing of this page and reveal the content of the writing. Baron Rothvogel. Something, something, something. Something, something. This is the letter that we found, right? Yeah. This is the letter we found. Ah, as clear as Alpine Day, it's a letter to the Baron from Prior Phorenik. Ah, this must be where Phorenik wrote the letter I found in the guest house. Lorenzo's blackmailing Phorenik. It's the same text. Okay, so that's if you happen to have not found it there, you could find it somewhere else. Okay, that's fine. I don't know if I want to talk to Phorenik. It tends to move story forward if you speak to somebody you know something about, but let's speak to Adok. Phorenik? Ah, Andreas, what an awful time. Awful time. A baron murdered at Kiersau. These are dark days indeed. Brother Piero, I admit, I never would have thought him the type. What could have possessed him? Piero was a half step from the grave. You really think he could have killed a man in his prime? School your tongue, Andreas. A murderer he may be, but the man is still your brother in Christ. Envy and pride inspire men to madness, Andreas, even old men. But you have come to me for a reason. Do you need something? Not now, thank you. Absolutely not gonna tell him that we think that he's doing some weird occult stuff and that he was being blackmailed. He's one of the murder suspects. We can't tell him that. That's a terrible thing to do. I wonder, can we like go and have a little chat in the library? Absolutely not. The way is shut and probably locked. Okay, cool. Well, we know what we want to do. We have our options now, and at least we've had a chance to speak to everybody, which makes me a lot happier. What's the Loquarium? Oh yeah, it's this room. Okay. But yeah, we've had a chance to speak to everybody now, so we know where we're at in terms of things. So, I think we need to go see Otto. I also distinctly get the feeling that we're still in like the early game. Like, up until the murder is kind of tutorial. This is kind of like, it's opened up a little bit, but not fully. And then once the Archdeacon arrives, I get the feeling things are about to get worse. Because I'm fairly certain there's going to be more murders. And, yeah, That's something we probably want to avoid. Also. Ready to go dig up that grave? It's gonna take a few hours. Is that alright with you? Not like you have any place to be. I'm ready, let's go. Fine, I'll grab my tools. So, town carpenter, what's that like? Exhausting, not unlike this here. Satisfying, too, to make things with my hands, to feel the sun on my neck and sap under my fingers. And I haven't fallen off a roof yet, so all in all, I can't complain. Being the only carpenter in Tassing must keep you busy. Busy is one word for it, overworked's another. It was easier when my dad and I could do the work together, but since his stroke, it is what it is. But I like being a carpenter, it's necessary work and it keeps me talking to everyone in town, and I'm aware of what's troubling them. Many people in Tassing are struggling, Andreas, the peasants especially. I heard as much from Clara Gertnerin. They used to be able to pay a portion of their taxes in crops, but the abbot put an end to that. Now if they get a bad price from the miller, they don't have enough to pay the abbey. That's exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about. The abbot might own the land, but he doesn't work it. He just reaps the benefit of the others' efforts. But it's not just him. The law, imperial law, is what gives him the power, so maybe the laws have to change. But those laws are the basis of our civilization. They are what separates us from beasts. Spoken like a man who's never been on the wrong side of it, and probably never will be. Anyway, I should get back to digging. It's gonna take a while. This is all on my own. Yeah, I mean, we could help him. What are you doing, Andreas? Just standing up? Why don't you take a look around? Oh, now we can look at the gravestones, I see. Oh, Father Matthias is here. Well, a wooden headstone too. Things must be worse for the abbey than I thought. Shouldn't abbots be buried with more marble? The rest of the abbots are in the crypt or under the church. I took a look at them while inspecting the foundations with Andreas. Kiersau is built on top of an old Roman fort, not cheap to maintain by any means. Still, I'm surprised the abbey doesn't have enough money to pay for a new tomb. I heard the abbot and the prior arguing back when I repaired the scriptorium roof. Whatever problems Kiersau is having, they've been going on a while. Okay, interesting. And maybe that's a thing to do with his station. Like maybe they were like, Father Matthias is not in good favour, therefore we're not going to give him a nice grave. Sister Maria, the librarian, probably before your time. I was a boy when she passed. My father spoke well of her, though. Said she reminded him of his own grandmother, a sweet woman who loved the Lord. I expect the abbot will have her dug up soon. Pardon? The brothers and sisters are buried here until their bodies decompose. Then they're dug up and moved to the abbey's crypt. Oh. Okay, I didn't know that was how that was done. Today I learned. A ghoulish tradition. I've always thought, what's dead should remain buried. But then, they don't have much space here, and many of the monks aren't long for death themselves, so... Fair enough. This one. Mother Brunhilda? Abbotissa? I doubt anyone's in that one. Given the age, I'd guess she's long been moved to the abbey crypt by now. You worried Father Gernot might try to punish us for this? God willing, we'll be done before he finds out about it. So, you want me to speed it up? Sure. What do you care about my back? Christ. Hey, don't take the Lord's name in vain while we're in a church. Oh no, it's Matthew. Short, angry monk, coming this way. Matthew's not going to like this. I could hide, but then I'd be putting Otto in a tough spot. He's not going to be happy with me if he has to deal with Matthew on his own. This could be the clue that unlocks the truth about who killed Lorenz. What's a little trouble if it saves an innocent man's life? We throw ourselves in the way. Yeah. Ah, hell, we're destined for an earful. Hello. Is all well here? He says, as we're digging up a grave. Why would it not be? You know, we'll just counter with like a, oh, is something wrong? Oh, I didn't notice. Why have you coerced the carpenter into digging up late Brother Gerhard? To solve a mystery. If memory serves, Father Gernot especially forbade your involvement in any mystery solving on the Abbey premises. As the Circator, it's my duty to prevent mischief such as this. We've succeeded. Ooh. Yeah, I forgot we have blackmail material. Yeah, we're totally using this. It's so unfair, but I think Otto isn't going to throw it at us. Like, he's not going to throw Matthew under the bus. Like the mischief you and Rudiger get up to in the library. Aye. Whatever this is about, leave me out of it. Yeah. So Otto is quite happy to just be like, I don't need to know. This is between you two. And just stay quiet. It's nothing. Andreas is just being cruel. Well, Brother Matthew, may we continue our work? Finish quickly and clean up when you are done. We were being cruel, but at the same time, we now have a pawn. We can use him. Right, we'll continue exploring around. This one. Brother Jacob from Cologne. Did you ever meet him? We spoke a couple of times. He was a funny man, just about the only one of these monks with a sense of humour. Some of them aren't so bad. Piero especially knows how to laugh. If you say so. Jacob had a gift for manipulating his features and voice to imitate the other monks. A man like that is wasted at an abbey. Well, I've reached the body, but... What? Something wrong with it? Looks fine enough, decay notwithstanding, but someone stuffed a sack up under his ribs. Good God! Let me see. What a strange collection of objects with blood on them. Have we found a murder weapon? Strange how? Two are plated with precious metals and engraved, a silver chased rod and a golden plate. The rod has symbols of the zodiac on it. The plate has some script I don't recognize. And a knife seems ordinary enough, but together with the other two buried here. Why would someone bury them here together? Because they're forbidden. Wait, there's blood on some of the symbols on this rod. Tried to be certain, but not that old. Rennick tried cleaning this, but wasn't able to remove all the blood. Could this be what was used to kill Lorenz? Who buried this here anyway? I can't say, but it may be connected to the Baron's murder. What? None of this makes any sense. What's going on here, Andreas? That's what I need to figure out, Otto. Thank you for your help. Ooh, okay. Interesting. So we have another potential murder weapon. But check here. The note he wrote must have been a message for for a fellow magician to dig them up at a later date. Okay. That's interesting. So who do we want to... Yeah, I'm trying to think what... who do we want to bring that to? Forennic? Gernot? I don't know. I don't know who we would bring that to. But, you know what we will do? We'll find out next time. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.